I never actually believed that this sort of life is possible, if you know what I mean. My ex-girlfriend seriously recommended me to quit that whole thing. Just 1 year later, I was traveling in private jets with the biggest entrepreneurs here in Dubai. No matter how average you think you might be, trust me, there is a bigger, a better life for you out there.
On the other side, on the other side.
Today I'm here in the desert in Dubai, and I thought I'd use this moment to talk with you about my story. So you hopefully start believing in yourself, start thinking bigger, thinking that there is a better life waiting for you, but you just need to grab it and pull it into your present time. So I come from a town in Germany called Baden-Baden, and my parents were no entrepreneurs. I didn't have any extraordinary friends. Everyone was basically living a very ordinary life, and no one dared to dream big. And I was doomed to have a very ordinary life. People these days would call it a glitch in the matrix, because this is exactly what happened to me. I came from an environment where it's literally impossible to get to a point where I am right now. However, I managed to find the glitch and go through it. And in this video, I want to help you find that glitch for yourself, because no matter where you're at right now, no matter how ordinary your life is, no matter how average you think you might be, trust me, there is a bigger, a better life for you out there. Let me just start by saying, surrounding is everything. And this is not just an Instagram quote, it is actually the truth. Because your surrounding shapes you in a negative way, in a positive way. So Phil, in the beginning of his 20s, not sure what the heck he's gonna do with his life. Very average grades, no perspective to land a good job, a well-paying job ever in his life. Went to the military just because I had no fucking clue what I should study, what I should do. And I'm very grateful that I went to the military, because it showed me what I don't want in life. I don't want to live a life where people tell me what I should do, follow orders, feeling zero fulfillment, being forced to be around people I don't enjoy being around with, all of that stuff. So I decided to leave the military and go in on my passion, which was fitness at this point of time. I really enjoyed working out and thought, might as well do a career in fitness, right? So I went to the university, I studied fitness and health management, I learned so much, I met great people, I got all of these nice licenses you can possibly have as a personal trainer. However, very soon I got confronted with reality, which is unfortunately that clients don't come knock on your door. So while I was doing what I love doing, I struggled a lot financially. I saw other people that went to school with me making literally twice, 3 times, 4 times the money I was doing, with literally, working in supermarkets or like at some retail shop, 4 days a week or something like that. So that was definitely very, not an easy time in my life, because I started doubting myself. I started having these thoughts of like, hey, maybe this was just like some sort of like far-fetched dream that I had. I don't have what it takes, whatever, all of these stupid thoughts. Fortunately, God sent me some angels. Just by being super passionate about what I'm doing and good in what I'm doing, I attracted a lot of nice people around me, which opened my horizon, made me start think bigger than ever before. Because I started making friends with some of the biggest influencers in Germany. I saw the way they're living, I saw the money they were making, I saw how they were, going through their days, and I was like, dude, this is the dream. This is exactly what I want. And I mean, I was watching YouTube videos and movies at this point of time, and I was like, yeah, sure, this is stuff that happens in movies. But once I saw actual people around me live a life like that, it hit me. I was like, okay, if these people can do can achieve this level of freedom, can make that sort of money, then why would you not be able to do the same? Up until today, I would say this was the most pivotal moment for me, seeing what's possible. Because before I met these sort of people, I never actually believed that this sort of life is possible, if you know what I mean. Because what you see on YouTube, what you see on Netflix, it's not real, you know what I mean? It's not something you can grasp, it's not something you can realize. But once you see that stuff happening right in front of your eyes, you're like, fuck, it's possible. And that was the moment I started to imitate what these people were doing. This was the moment I picked up the camera the very first time. I was not a social media personality at all. Like, I was very introvert, shy, whatever. The least thing I wanted to do is get vulnerable and share, what's in my mind with the world. So that's exactly when my social media journey started. My surrounding made it very, very easy for myself, because if you see your friends literally picking up the camera every single day, recording themselves, creating content, putting in the work, sitting on the couch with their MacBook in the evening, editing their videos, doing their stuff, working on their business, it is literally impossible for you to be lazy and not be consistent, okay? So that was the biggest blessing I had, because in quite a very short time, I managed to grow a lot of subscribers on YouTube. I got sponsorship deals, I got more clients through the social media. I was invited to events to speak on panels with other crazy people. And out of a sudden, all of the people that always doubted me, they were like, holy shit, man, what is this guy doing, All of them saw me, getting started with cringy videos, made jokes about me, doubted what I was doing, thought I was lost and crazy for not doing a proper thing. There was a huge boost for seeing what's possible if you have the right surrounding and if you're consistent and if you believe in yourself. I started to realize very, very soon that people approach me for making videos for them, which was super weird for me, because I started to be in front of the camera and now people want me to do videos for them. Like, what the fuck? I'm not the camera guy, I'm the guy in front of the camera. That's at least how I saw myself at this point of time. However, I started doing some side gigs and I was like, holy shit, this is fun, and like people really recognized my work and were really happy with the videos I crafted for them. So I kind of shifted my whole business, which was super funny. This is another lesson I learned along the way. Don't hold tight to something. Sometimes you can call it universe, you can call it God. It sends you something, and then it's up to you if you, take that as a sign and go for it, or if you stick to what you did for the past 10 years. You know what I mean? So I started to lose a bit of passion for talking about fitness and gained a lot of passion about content creation and, videography and stuff like that. Unfortunately, here's another pivot, because things went a little bit downhill. I started neglecting my social media. I didn't do any videos anymore. I started relying only on my existing clients, made some decent money, but very soon things went for the worse. Now I can easily talk about it, but there was a time where I was super depressed. I was working 24/7. My girlfriend at that point of time, my ex-girlfriend, she saw me grinding every single day and thought I was making a lot of money. I never opened my bank account in front of her, but she definitely realized that things were not going so well for myself. I was not able to take her out for expensive dinners. I was not able to, buy all of these fancy brands in the grocery store. And there was a point where she literally seriously recommended me to quit that whole thing and start, taking a normal job. Do something where she doesn't need to cringe when she's talking with her friends. My friend, like my boyfriend, he's doing this online thing. I don't really know what he's doing, sitting at home all day in front of his computer and not making money. I think that's how she saw me. And she recommended me to leave it all behind and start something proper and give it all up. And that was very bad because it was, it didn't feel good. Let me put it like that. Not, living with someone who's not supporting you, who's not believing in you. But I had this burning desire inside of me. I already saw what's possible, right? I had it already in me. I experienced that if you do the right things and if you're surrounded by the right people, you can make big steps and you can change your life dramatically. So I continued doing what I was doing, My family never doubted me. They never told me like, hey Phil, stop what you're doing. But I saw that deep inside. They were like, I hope, at some point things are gonna work out for Phil, right? At some point, like he's gonna, because I was always, always like, hey mom, I have this new thing coming up. I met this person, I managed to work for quite a few celebrities in Germany, doing some video shoots and all of that nice stuff. And it was good because, people saw me hanging out with these people and it was cool, but it didn't pay. Like literally sometimes I was like, dude, like I spent so many hours editing this video for him. I would literally make more money working in a grocery store, literally. However, I was never too entitled to do it. I put in the repetitions, I showed up. One of the single most important things is that you do that, exactly that, show up. Because the universe doesn't just come knock on your door if you are silent in your chamber at home and you're not, dreaming. You need to show up and show the world that you exist. And then the universe started to bless me again because I got offered an opportunity in Dubai. A client that, saw me on social media and just asked me to come over for a gig, for a video shoot here in Dubai. And I went for it. I came to visit him. I did the job. I went back home to Germany, and I can clearly remember what that did to my mind, being here in Dubai, even though it was just for like a week, just for a job, barely having the chance to discover the city or anything. It opened my mind. I saw him in his Lamborghini. We were eating in some fancy restaurants. I was just smelling this environment, this like big city. I was so motivated. And then something crazy happened. So after going back and forth in between Germany and Dubai for quite a few times, he asked me, hey Phil, why don't you just move to Dubai? I was like, what do you mean, move to Dubai? I was never thinking about moving to another country, maybe in my dreams or something, But again, I thought small. I limited myself. I was like, dude, this is a big thing. This is a big step, moving to another country and moving to Dubai. Like, how am I gonna afford this? And like, all of these things, burning bridges in Germany. I had a car in Germany, I had a company in Germany, I had my friends in Germany. And there was this tiny voice inside of my mind that told me, why not? Just do it. Just do it. And I can still remember the expression in my parents' face when I told them like, hey, I want to move to Dubai. And they were like, what do you mean move to Dubai? Like, let's think about that. And I was like, no, like I decided I have to, I need to move to Dubai. Once I realized how life can be and how, life looks like for other people, normal people, it was so inspiring for me. And it was again the surrounding. It was again, having these people inside of my life, inside of my, right in front of my face that showed me what's possible. Fast forward, everything just fell into place. I thought, moving to Dubai is going to be a huge deal, but somehow, like after making the decision I'm going to do it, everything just, solved itself. Yeah, I had some struggles. I didn't know, how to like apply for a visa here and all of these things and like how everything goes. But guess what? Once you make the decision, then problems will come. But for every problem, there's a solution. And you're never gonna have like the whole plan laid out in front of you for you. The universe is never gonna send you someone with like a full-on plan, like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 100. No, but if you go step by step, things will just fall into place. That's how I experience life so far, and this is how it works out for so many people I meet here in Dubai, because the only thing you need is the courage to do something, risky maybe, or something out of the box. So fast forward, I'm living a life that I never thought possible for myself. Through this amazing city, I met so many amazing people. I made people I used to watch on YouTube 10 years ago. I have great entrepreneurs around me, great personalities, working with insane people, paying me retainers that some politicians or some doctors would not earn. You know what I mean? Sometimes I catch myself feeling like, hey, I don't deserve it, but I'm like, bitch slap, Phil. Stop it, stop it. Don't think small, you deserve it. Because I know the path that I went through. I know I've been through it. I know what it feels like to not be recognized. I know what it feels like if you put in a lot of work and you don't see any results right away. I know how it feels like. That's why I'm very proud of myself, obviously, and I'm very grateful, because there's always a tiny pinch of luck involved as well. But when talking about luck, I always say, if you want to get lucky, then just force the universe to get lucky by showing up everywhere, by just doing stuff. I remember one huge turning point for me in Dubai was when I just went to a club here in Dubai, and I just saw a very, very famous crypto YouTuber. He's called Da Vinci. If you're in crypto, you know Da Vinci. And I was like, hey, Da Vinci, what's up, man? I watch your videos. Let me just, let me help you, man. You're great, but your videos, they could use a little bit of spice. And he was like, okay, take my WhatsApp. Let's meet tomorrow in my villa and do videos. I was like, okay. And that was another proof of like, hey, force the universe to get lucky and you get lucky. Just have conversations, go places, do stuff, right? Because this little bit of, courage, like me moving to Dubai and also like me being in Dubai, but starting these conversations, having the courage to talk to people and stuff like that. That night, I brought a snowball into motion I never thought possible at this point of time. Through that, so many doors opened for myself. I met other amazing clients, friends, and just 1 year later, I was traveling in private jets with the biggest entrepreneurs here in Dubai, and I'm very grateful for that. But I also know where it's coming from, if you know what I mean. Okay, so if you watch this video until the very end, I appreciate it, because you might took some value out of it, you might not. But this video is for people that just maybe want to understand my journey, or feel like they can relate to me and get a pinch of motivation from it, get a little bit inspired. This is the purpose of this video. If you want to follow my journey here in Dubai, if you want to further get inspired to do extraordinary shit, then feel free to follow this channel. It's completely for free. And I'm more than happy to be that one person that you need in your surrounding to think bigger. Because I know what it feels like to feel like you're such in an unfortunate position that there's no way out. But trust me, there is a way out, you just need to bring it into motion. Okay, I appreciate you watching this video to the very end. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and feel free to leave a comment about whatever. I read every single comment, I answer every single comment. And yeah, I'm gonna keep enjoying the sunset right now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.